Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to the weekend of November 15th through the 16th. Let me tell you, this is a weekend that is a 4-star weekend, and it is the weekend to speak life into your dreams. We have the luckiest day of the month happening this weekend. We also have the grand water trine between the Sun, Jupiter, and Saturn coming into alignment. So get ready for a happy Monday. Stay tuned for next week's read as well. But before we get there, this weekend is going to be incredible. Before we get started as well, I also just want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all your love and support, all your likes, your shares, your hypes, subscribes, comments, donations, purchases at the Honey Sea Star store. All of it makes a difference. Each one of you make a difference. And I love you back. So welcome to the weekend of the 15th and the 16th. Get ready because this, like I was saying, is a 4-star weekend. 5 stars if you have any Scorpio placements like me as well. I'm a Scorpio rising. Thank you. Scorpio rising. So this weekend, not only do we have the luckiest day of the month, luckiest day in November, but the grand water trine between the Sun, Jupiter, Saturn is all coming into alignment. So stay tuned for Monday because that is going to be a day you're going to start feeling the energy this weekend as well, because we have them coming into alignment with this grand water trine at 25 degrees. This is where your innate talents, your accumulated wisdom, your spiritual growth receives effortless growth, effortless glow up in a lot of ways. This is a weekend that's full of goal-oriented. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. Oh my goodness, seriously, I thought we were past this. But this is where it's a weekend that's full of goal-oriented passion, creativity, and rejuvenation. It's also full of empowerment, and it's all tied to your self-worth, your home, your family, and your finances. And coming right into the weekend on the 15th, this is a time where it's time for constructive revision. So the moon is going to be moving into Libra. It's also going to be trine with Pluto, which remember, Pluto is direct now in Aquarius in our 6th house. That is our home as Virgos, our house of work, lifestyle, routines, daily life as well. And the moon in Libra is also going to be sextile with Mercury and Mars. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde. Thank you. Both are in Sagittarius in our 4th house of home and family. But before that, the moon is going to be in our 1st house in Virgo. This is like putting us in our wheelhouse. And while the moon is also in Virgo, it will also be trine with Uranus retrograde, which is currently in Taurus in our 9th house of expansion. So this is where right away with the cosmos, Spirit is saying you must forgive to free yourself. Remember, forgiveness is not necessarily about letting people who have trespassed you back into your life. Let people earn trust, right? Forgiveness sets you free from the trap within. This is also a time to speak up, speak out, and let your voice be heard. Loud and clear. Like I say, this weekend is full of empowerment. We've got Pluto's trine with the Libran moon. That's all about values with our 2nd house. Income tied to our resources, self-worth, self-acceptance, self-love. Tied to meaningful work with Pluto. Tied to innovation when it comes to the Aquarian energy as well. So while the moon is in Virgo, trining with Uranus, this aspect is going to be offering this beautiful shot of creative originality. So walking into this weekend right away, you may be feeling emotionally spontaneous. This is like where you're feeling willing to break out of a routine, try something new. There's a new adventure, and it's tied to family with Mercury and Mars, right? So this could be exploring, redecorating the home, remodeling the home, fixing something in the home that's been kind of nagging at you a little bit, that you've been meaning to get to but haven't necessarily as well. This is where you're also inclined with all this exploration, this expansion, to try something new. It's all about constructive revision. So there's this new adventure that you're diving into with this energy. Also, too, it could be trying a new method of art. Like you really got inspired by something and you want to try it out. We're getting into decorating season, right? We're getting into the holidays. Could be diving into a new project. You may be hitting up that Home Depot or even Michael's or Hobby Lobby, whatever kind of craft store you've got in your area. You can tell I'm from the Midwest. But either way, you're loading up on some new materials for whatever has inspired you to polish up your creativity and truly let it shine this weekend. And we've got Mars here that's truly initiating that drive, that go-getter, and focusing on home and family in your 4th house. With that Sagittarian fire, I'm just saying, it's the explorer's truth, right? So, as you load up on new materials, utilize your current resources. Once the moon moves into your 2nd house, your emotional values are meeting up with power and purpose between your 6th house with Pluto, and then also your 4th house, your inner drive with Mars and Mercury. This triangle between your 2nd, your 4th, and your 6th house is going to be providing this harmonious platform for your creative and your emotional world. It's going to be transforming and transmuting your creativity, your emotions through your work and rooting them into your home and family life. You're tuned in to stability, what makes you feel secure, what makes you feel valued. And with the moon trining Pluto, there's this surge of motivation and there's this surge of clarity that's being infused into the work that you do, whatever you're creating. It's infusing this heartfelt meaning in what you create, what you build, what you contribute. So right away with the tarot, we've got the Queen of Swords. This is where it's like you are revising something with constructive criticism, with pragmatic aspects to it, really looking at the steps. So you could be, honestly, even reorganizing the workflow in a project, making systematic change and balancing your resources. That includes finances, maybe even to your home or your routines. You could even be inspired to find new resources in income through the resources that you have at home with innovation. So this is where it's like you are being extremely astute and also perceptive when it comes to looking at whatever you're tackling, whatever challenge you're trying to face. And you've got communication on your side as well. You're articulating that organization, right? You're organizing with creativity, but you're also standing in that creativity, in that sustainability, in that stability altogether with confidence, especially when it comes to your 2nd house. And again, that's looking at your resources, finances, right? Self-worth, knowing what you contribute, what you bring to the table. With the swords as well, with the Queen, this is about articulating them with that throat chakra being wide open, right? Knowing what you consent to, letting others be heard, allowing yourself to truly voice concerns, problem solving, talking through it. This is where if there's any conflict, issues, like I say, especially with all this home aspect to it as well, there's something that's been kind of gnawing at you that you've been putting off, whatever, knowing that you need to do, it's kind of bugging you, whatever. There's been setbacks, delays, whatever it is. You're tackling those head on with thoughts and actions, right? Troubleshooting through all of it, utilizing brand new ideas, brand new inspiration, especially when it comes to pouring your passion, your inspiration into it, working with people as well, articulating that, really being that love leadership kind of contributor to this whole aspect as well. That also includes misunderstandings. We'll get into it. If that resonates, by all means, though, let me know in the comments below, because this is where it's like, if you're remodeling that kitchen, right, you may be finding ways to upcycle that old cabinet door, or those old cabinet doors, I should say, altogether, into furniture. Creating a desk out of them. I don't know, planning to sell them at a holiday fair that's coming up. You may decide to create a TikTok video of remodel bloopers, something that helps pay for it while you're also creating it. It's this beautiful merging of how to spend and receive, right? And also to share knowledge, share ideas. going online and getting inspired by others' ideas and then making them your own. And like I say, sharing that envisionment, not only with the people that you're working with the family members you're working with maybe your hubby or your uncle, I don't know, your cousin's coming over to help with the plumbing, right? Whatever. He's got some ideas he's bringing to the table, and you guys are like playing off of each other in that way where it's like, oh, I love where you're going with that. What if we did this? It's that kind of energy. And we've got a trine and 2 sextiles. This is cooperative. This is harmonious flow. And it's all about really focusing on who you're working with and how you're working with them, right? Not only with your lofty thoughts, with your inspiration, but also too articulating it with sensitivity, letting your intuition guide you, focusing on compassion, really uncovering all of that passion in that truth, going all in, because remember, we've got Venus in Scorpio as well, in Scorpio season, with a focus on your values, what you contribute, how you contribute, with heartfelt meaning. This is where you're really looking at your resources and you're finding a way to tie them all in to your finances, especially with the 6th house of work in harmonious flow with your 2nd house of value. The trine between the moon in Libra and Pluto in Aquarius. This is where it's like it's making you feel emotionally supported in your efforts. It's giving you the willpower and the empowerment to truly make your dreams your home. Make your home the home of your dreams as well, whatever that means to you. And I will also say it's offering this deep healing and regeneration of self-worth as it pushes you towards healing old patterns of self-compromise. So like I say, if there's that, like, I don't know, if there's a leaky toilet, let's just go there. It's always had this trickle. You're finally like this on Saturday. Do not be surprised if you're like, that is it. We're going to Home Depot and I am going to reinstall that little suction thingamabobby that makes it basically get a tight seal whenever I press that lever down. I'm not paying my water bill. Like I am not letting this contribute to my water bill anymore. And then while you're at it, you're like, oh, that's kind of a cool lever. I wonder what else I could do with it. And then you're turning it into something like, I don't know, a wind chime. I'm just going out of the blue here. But either way, this is where we're just getting started into this weekend. Sunday is the big day. It is the luckiest day of the month. And like I say, it's all, Saturday is going to lead you up to all of this. It's time to speak life into your dreams where you're no longer compromising with putting up with it, right? Just what's acceptable, what gets you by, but instead you're truly living life, breathing life into things and then making them even more, letting them branch into this beautiful tree where wishes do come true. This is material comforts, material success, your abundance. You're going to enjoy this. I'm just going to say it. It's going to be very inspiring, but it's going to fill you in this like self-worth where it's like, you know what? I deserve more. This is the weekend where you really start seeing that as well. Seeing all that you deserve come into fruition. And again, it's giving voice to it, especially with that throat chakra. This is where with the 9, you're coming to this place of completions. Like I say, there's this point on Saturday in particular that's like, that's it. We got to do something about this. And it opens up this whole new world coming into Sunday, especially with all the harmonious aspects with the trines and the sextiles. We'll get into Sunday. Stay tuned. But this is truly about going after your dreams, breathing life into them, integrating the wisdom from that 25th degree, all your innate talents, all that you've learned along the way, right? Tying it to the home and family, tying it to your finances as well, tying it to your self-worth and truly ending a cycle, particularly if it comes with that self-talk of I can't, stagnancy of like when this happens. It's more like it's changing from when this happens or the feeling of I don't know if it ever will to I can't wait, and more importantly then it'll transfer into and transmute into it's happening now. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know, because like I say, it's finding a way to make money at it too. It's empowering you. And it's offering this deep healing where you're no longer compromising or settling for less than what you deserve. And between the sextiles with the moon and Mars and Mercury, they're all tying it to your home. They're all tying it together to your living situation, your emotional base. It's this productive cooperation between emotion and action. So you're acting on what you feel. This is where the world is truly your oyster. And you're seeing all these different ventures, all these resources, opening a whole new chapter. This holistic wholeness that allows you to celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate yourself, but leads you to this consummation of commitment. And we'll get into that too. Stay tuned for Sunday and Monday, just saying. But this is leading to a place of contentment, your long-held dreams, and breathing them to life, into your home, into your action. This is where you're acting on what you feel. And with Mercury, it's going to feel and be meaningful. It's functional with Virgos. We're pragmatic, right? This is practical application, especially with Saturn playing a role here too. We'll get into that too. You could be finally fixing that leak under the sink, installing a new touchless faucet that you've always wanted, right? This is where, oh, and side tangent, if you are doing that, just make sure that you don't train your cats on how to do it. Then your water bill will definitely go up. I'm just saying. But this is where you're turning that old faucet into this like super cute garden fountain sprinkler. I don't know. You're getting this inspiration to do something else with it. And then taking that old faucet, that new garden fountain, and you're selling it for twice as much as the whole new faucet costs altogether, plus the plumbing, which your cousin's coming over to do. Just saying. Either way, it's all tying back to stabilizing your finances. And your intuition is going to help you with navigating all of that Mars can-do energy with understanding, with that like the way things work kind of intuitive application that includes any and all unspoken feelings, tensions, or miscommunications at home through a like remodel project, whoever you're working with, including yourself with that self-talk, even though we've got Mercury in retrograde. So with this aspect, and like I say too, we've got Saturn playing a role. I will be surprised if you're not feeling this energy. This is like taking on responsibility head on and going into synergy with new beginnings with the one, embracing and integrating dualities, right? Problem solving through the challenges with the two, with optimism, with imagination, with substance, to a place of creation, synergy when it breaks down to the three, with coherence, with optimism and community, with who you're working with, right? It's this mixture of substance and social talent. And I will also say too, with this double air mixing in with fire, it is this day that encourages this insight of sharing ideas with objective understanding that's filled with enthusiasm. It's filled with action and the courage to realign your home life with your bigger vision. And I will also say it again, this is despite or even though we have Mercury in retrograde. So there's this overall feeling that it's going to give you about rethinking your foundation so that your daily life, your home life, your lifestyle is better aligned with your self-worth and in a way that truly allows your creativity to shine. So especially with the Four of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is going to address all of this. Everything to do with your foundation. Daily life, home life, lifestyle, finances, family. It's all going to be realigning things so that you feel that self-worth, that meaning in all your creativity and all that you do. It'll give you this feeling, I guess I should say, where it's like you're getting out of this setting, I guess is what I'm getting the most, or this inner setting, this inner energy, and you're getting into or settling, really, and you're getting into building. You might just find as well that it will empower, rewrite your self-talk when it comes to taking on new or old challenges with this like Mr. or Miss Fix-It kind of spark So particularly, what it's going to do is renew your interest in the world, rekindle your passions. Also, too, motivate you to really get movement, especially if you've been feeling kind of down in the dumps, feeling stagnant, feeling like you're trapped in a lot of ways. This is where with the Page of Cups, blocked creativity. Big one, what I'm seeing here. Lack of ideas, lack of how to troubleshoot, right? Maybe even too, feeling like you've got a loss of wonder to you when it comes to your creative projects, your home life, your family life, your lifestyle. You're kind of just doing this Groundhog's Day repeat kind of scheme. And also too, it's going to address any instability that you've been really like feeling, right? Feeling with conflict, being indebted, feeling insecure, feeling like you're failing or going to fail at new business ventures, projects that you've been working on, if there's been any hiccups in particular. And it's going to be a breakthrough that really comes through unexpected change. It's going to feel like this breath of fresh air, and it's going to feel like a spark that's going to reinfuse you. I'll say it again, with rekindling your passions, rekindling your motivation. Now on the 16th, like I was saying, get ready because this happens to be the luckiest day of the month. This is what makes this whole weekend a 4-star weekend, and I will say it again, if you've got any Scorpio placements, oh my goodness. Put a heart in the comments below if you do, because this is a weekend that's for you. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to rub it in that I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm just saying if you've got any Scorpio placements. But this is a day on Sunday. Get ready. Because not only is it the luckiest day of November, the sun is going to be trine with Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter just went into retrograde. This only happens, I will say as well, this trine, twice a year. Remember too, Jupiter is trining Saturn. I will also say Jupiter and Saturn right now are at their closest point. They are at 0 degrees, 10 minutes. And you'll feel this energy coming into this weekend because this 10-minute placement where they are like literally kissing each other, they are hugging, they are working with each other in such a great way. They are committing, going all into each other. You're going to feel this connection between the 15th through the 18th. These two are giving you the patience and the endurance for sustained effort in whatever new beginning you're going after that's always been a dream or a long-term goal for you. This is where I also want to really enunciate this and stress this. Your success is not a fluke. It's blessed. It's clear. And if you just got goosebumps like I did, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, what you're building, what you're starting, what you're taking a leap of faith towards with that 0 degree, this new beginning, because it's blessed and it's got clarity to it. Also too, between Saturn, remember, he's structure, discipline, building your legacy, building wealth, right? Jupiter is luck, optimism, blessings, opportunity. These two are working together, and Saturn normally has the hard lessons, right? He doesn't take it easy on you, but what he does do, especially, whether he's with Jupiter or not, but what he does do is he rewards people for hard work. Your success is not a fluke. These two together like this is where your willingness to take on responsibility is being seen. It's earning respect, recognition, and it's earning you success. It is a great time. I cannot stress this enough. It is such a great time to launch a business, increase your wealth through real estate as well. Just between these two, not even considering Mars and Mercury being in the 4th house right now. It's also a great time to increase equity in home or with home renovations. It's also a great time with relocating or changing homes. And all of that energy between the two of them are absolutely going to be amplified with Mars and Sag and Mercury and Sag, despite Mercury being in retrograde, because they're also both focused and honed in on your home and family life. This is the time with the Sun in Scorpio, your 3rd house, Jupiter in Cancer in your 11th house. You've got the 2 most social houses tying your communication and your social networks together, your social circles, your community together. There's something here, and it's special. It's sweet. It's kindness. Sunday is truly your reward. There's true enthusiasm here that brings comfort, and you're going to feel this expansion. This is where, especially too, like I was saying before, if if you've been working on something, you've been feeling exhausted, or two, especially with Mercury retrograde, feeling conflict in the home, right? If you've been conservative about going after your dreams, maybe even relocating, buying a new home. Just remember, Mercury retrograde, read the fine print. All contracts. This is where you're truly, if you've been waiting, if you've been in a place of suspense, you're really looking at your truth and you're standing in your truth. This is where, with this trine between the Sun and Jupiter, this is where you're getting this glittering glimpse. Several glittering. Yes. True story. I almost broke out the glitter for this, but I'm like, no, it's too soon. We still have December. So I held off. But either way, this is where this day, this time, between the 15th and the 18th, with Saturn and Jupiter, and then the Sun's trining Jupiter on the 16th here, you're getting all of these glittery glimpses of your goals manifesting right before your eyes. Like I say, it's time for your truth. You're achieving your goals, attaining them, integrating new ideas, new inspirations, everything of wisdom too from that sacral energy, right? All that you've learned coming into this place of maturity. This is also too when it comes to what comes to light. And stay tuned for this. Stay tuned for next week's read, because we also have Mercury retrograde going back into Scorpio on the 18th. So don't be surprised that not only are you receiving revelations starting on Sunday, even on Saturday, going all the way into Tuesday. Know what I meant? Either way, where things are coming to light, right? Things that were done in the dark are getting caught. Things that were done in deceit, either, if you were deceiving the self or others were deceiving you, there's reparations that are coming through. And it's really coming through in your problem solving, in your wisdom. You know what to do. It's your reward. Your success isn't a fluke. It's because of you, all your hard work, all the wisdom that you've gained, all the passion, the indomitability when it comes to really knowing who you are, why you're here, being inspiration in action with that solar plexus, and then also too, in a lot of ways, knowing that you've got what it takes. You're enough, and your dreams are meant to shine. They're beautiful. They're meant for the world to see. This is where you're getting these glittery glimpses. Oh my goodness. Cannot talk with Mercury retrograde. I will be so happy when we go forward. But either way, I hope you're laughing with me. If you are, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know. And thank you, Miss Ann, as well. I saw your comment. Thank you for laughing with me. But this is where all your goals are really starting to manifest right before your eyes, where it's like a pinch me, don't pinch me kind of day. It's a 5-star, 4-star, whatever your placements are kind of day. And kind of momentum, where you're getting this taste of success, right? All the success that you deserve. And it's going to taste like a fresh apple pie with a la mode and whipped cream with a little bit of nutmeg and cinnamon in there too. Oh, and too, maybe with the whipped cream, like a little bit of ginger ale in there. If you have not tried that, I'm just saying, do it. You won't regret it. But this is where it's also starting to form between the Sun and also Jupiter, this beautiful grand water trine between the Sun, Jupiter, and Saturn. Because remember, they're at 0 degrees. So stay tuned for Monday, because the Sun is going to be trining Saturn. That's when it comes into full alignment. So you're going to feel this all weekend. You're going to feel this all next week as well. But this is where, when you think about it, when you look at it, the Sun is in your 3rd house in Scorpio, truth of your passions. Jupiter is in Cancer in your 11th house, exalting your hopes, wishes, dreams with luck, optimism, blessings. Saturn is in Pisces, in your 7th house, with your relationships, building structure towards your legacy, towards your wealth, with discipline. When this comes in, it's like there is vitality, life, luck, and blessings all being poured into your most long-held goals and your most long-held dreams. And on the 17th as well, their alignment is almost perfectly, all 3 of them, at 25 degrees as well. So there's this thing about all your accumulated wisdom, all your innate talents, all being rejuvenated, empowered, all of your creativity with effortless growth. It is a glow up like no other. And I will also say too, between all of these, like stay tuned for another happy Monday, right? Because there is something here. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, new worlds, new beginnings. So there is something here. When this comes into alignment, especially on Monday when it's at its peak, right? You could be signing something. You could be signing a contract. Could be verbally as well. Either way, there's a commitment. You're going all in with your heart's desires with Venus and Scorpio as well. Could be a home. Could be a marriage. Could be starting a new business, a new job, a new social media channel, especially with your 3rd house and your 11th house like this. Could be a print-on-demand site. Like say you're a photographer. You've always wanted to sell your work online. Say you're starting a new design business. I don't know. Whatever it is, you're committing to it. You're launching it. It could even be a recipe blog, influencer site, right? You're building this recipe. Not only like you've been building recipes, accumulating them, you've always loved it. It's baking season. We're coming in at the perfect time. This is where opportunity strikes. And now it's like you're building your own website. It's a blog website where people are paying you to share your knowledge, share your gifts. There's something here that's very social about it. Whatever it is that you're deciding to do, whatever leap of faith towards this new beginning with the 0 degrees and the 25-degree alignment between that grand water trine, it's long-lasting. It's something that's tied and brings legacy, wealth. It's tied to your future. And I will also say, if you did the 12 wishes ritual on the 1111 portal, check that video out if you haven't seen it. It just might be tied to one of those two. Just remember, and I'll say it again, Mercury is retrograde. Whatever you're committing to, if it's a legal contract, something that's binding, read the fine print. And also, too, if you can, hold off to finalizing that, whatever you sign, and stay tuned for the 18th, because Mercury will be moving into Scorpio. There's something here, especially when Mercury retrograde is back in Scorpio in our 3rd house. Something that you missed along the way may be coming to light. So just stay tuned, be cognizant, be aware. But focusing back on Sunday's energy when it's aligning your 3rd house, your 11th house with the Sun trining Jupiter retrograde, these two are opening up an opportunity for you. It's going to fill you with confidence as you put faith in your voice. And my ear just started ringing. If yours did too, whatever kind of intuition you get with whatever kind of sense you extrasensory you feel with what guides you, let me know in the comments below, because this is wherever you've had despair, regret, whatever you've been heavy-hearted about, that's kind of left you into this past feeling, this is where you're being brought straight into the present and into your future. This is change. This is new cycle, right? It's going to allow you to truly cherish the present. And you've got Mars here, focusing, tying it to your home life, your family life. And too, we've got that passion with that scorpionic energy. Your truth is going to shine. This is your justice that's coming in. It's your integrity that's standing out. It's balancing the scales when it comes to your 2nd house of worth. And I will also say too, again, we've got that confirmation with legality. It's something that you're committing to, right? This is also too your good karma, your just deserves. The success that you deserve is coming into balance and working in harmony in a place of mastery with the 11, right? And again, with that throat chakra, that's knowing what you consent to and being cognizant of everything that you commit to. This is with spiritual insight as well, that's guiding you along the way, balancing the polarities in any given situation that you come across. And that includes, with the Five of Swords, going up against any type of betrayals, failures, misrepresentations, frustrations, looking at things where there was unfair advantages either taken or just shown, right? This is also too, we've got Venus blessing you. It's your heart's deepest desires and passions, going all in with innovation. And remember, I'll say it again, your 3rd house and your 11th house, something social. The world is seeing it. The world is seeing your sacral energy flowing in all your creativity. Something that was blocked before is being unrestricted. And you're rising to the challenge. You're shifting your energy along with the trine shifting energies and coming into alignment. And it's got a lot to do about what your foundations are, right? Your stability, your success, your reality, achieving your goals, taking on those responsibilities with discipline, and 2, having the support that you need, that you desire, coming into alignment with that heart chakra in all your compassion and with all your passion with that Cancerian energy as well. So with the 4 of Cups here as well, as you can see, he's like been focused over on the past, right? Focused on these cups that feel just out of reach. This is where your goals become within reach. They're not even just becoming within reach. They're being handed to you in such a beautiful way. Such a beautiful way of opportunity. So when this trine happens between the Sun and Jupiter, not only is it going to help you, empower you, give you the confidence to put faith in your voice, but it's going to impact how you think, how you speak. Your words are going to resonate with others at such a deep level. It's going to be healing. Your words are going to be supportive. Your words are going to be inspiring. Your words in your actions are going to be teaching something here where you're showing the world all of the wisdom that you have, all of the rejuvenation, the goal-oriented passions that you do, that you contribute. It's going to all be this glittery, like, wonderful manifestation. And like I said before, it's going to feel like a fresh apple pie that just came out of the oven, and you've got something special there. You maybe even have a cup of coffee. You're putting whipped cream in there too. I'm just saying. Now, with Jupiter in retrograde as well, there is this element that where basically old friendships could be getting new life, or getting breath of fresh air is breathed into them. So be open to them. Now, these are not the type of misunderstanding, friendships, or the deceitful like friendships, but these are ones that you've kind of like ebbed and flowed out of, right? Be open to those coming in as well during this trine, and especially during the Grand Water trine as well, because they also hold an element of opportunity and new doors opening as they breathe back into life. You may be diving into a creative project or a teaching opportunity, or diving into this collaborative home remodel project, or even that garden fountain project that glows with harmonious bright light. Whatever it is, wherever you put your energy into, or too, if you put it on social media, it could be the situation where whatever you post, even the bloopers, right? It really takes off. It gets a lot more attention than you just thought you were sharing it with friends. All of a sudden, it goes viral kind of energy. It's going to inspire you as well, whatever type of upcycling, repurposing, where you're like developing, same thing with the faucet. You're getting that touchless faucet, don't teach your cats, just saying. And you're utilizing the old faucet. You're posting what you made online, and all of a sudden, you've got 10 orders. And it accelerates this passion, this goal, this thing that you've always done and loved to do, especially with the sun illuminating your truth with Jupiter's retrograde. where it's going to like accelerate you into this new opportunity where it's like now it becomes your side hustle. And lo and behold, it's like, oh my goodness, maybe I will get to go to Hawaii on Christmas kind of energy. Just saying. This is where it's going to bring and open a whole new world of success, personal career development, highlight and illuminate your ambitions, re-inspire your vision. And two, it's also going to give clarity to your plans, your decisions with problem solving, standing in your originality, offering something in what you teach, the gifts, the wisdom that you hold. I will also say too, with the Sun and Jupiter's retrograde in mind, this will also be, there's this element to it where it will also be truly illuminating and revealing who has your back and who may be holding you back. Whoever's been holding you back, it's going to illuminate it to make room for the connections that genuinely support you, not backstab you, so that there's room for this genuine support to come in and celebrate you, celebrate your work, your gifts, your dreams, and do all of it with love. Because again, we've got the wheel as like a fortune as your oyster. It's focusing on your work and it's jubilation. This is the strongest strongest card in the deck, and it's bringing you to new places. Good news. This is the time, especially with this trine between the Sun and Jupiter. And then, like I was saying before, stay tuned, because on the 17th, Saturn's going to complete that grand water trine. On the 18th, we've got something being revealed with Mercury moving back into Scorpio. But this is the time, truly. Stay grounded. Avoid over-compromising. Shine in your authenticity. Speak gratitude into your relationships and into the opportunities that come in to amplify this trine's energy. And watch as the rewards flow into and for you naturally. Don't force it, but speak life into your dreams. And let the painful endings, the backstabbing, the gossip, the deceptions, the exaggerations, fear of failure, overworking, right? Working harder instead of working smarter. Let it all go and celebrate your new beginnings, the new relationships, the new connections that you make from, like I say, tying your second house, your fourth house, your sixth house, and then moving straight into the grand water trine aspects of your third house, your 11th house, and your 7th house. Tying all of it in and together. This is like coming together as groups, formulating, connecting long-lasting friendships who celebrate you, who celebrate what you're building with joy. This is reunions as well, especially with Jupiter retrograde. But this is truly where the wheel is turning. That's what I'm looking for. The wheel is turning in your favor. And with the 10, it's a new beginning, right? It's good fortune. It's change. Being filled up with vitality, luck towards your success, right? This is receiving all the good karma that you truly deserve in your bigger vision with change. This is also a time too where it's going to feel like a bit of a risk. Use your intuition. Go with the flow, because you're tapped in at this point, and it has something to do very much with focusing on your craft. It's going to open a new career opportunity. It's going to involve sharing what you know, your wisdom, sharing what you've always loved to do, what you've always wanted to do, your expertise in all those long-held goals. That's going to lead you with a breath of fresh air like the peppermint, your new beginning, and also too a completion, an achievement of your long-held goals. Especially with the Sun, this is the strongest card of the deck, especially with the Sun in Scorpio. That's like so much passionate energy. Truly 4 stars, 5 stars, depending upon where it is, or what your placements are. But this is good fortune. And as you can see, he is rising to that energy, tapping into all that jubilation, all that success. And as you can tell as well, he's looking straight towards the Sun with the Page of Wands. With the page, don't ask why I said 2 there. With the Page of Wands, this is good news coming in. And also too, especially with that Sagittarian energy, especially with Uranus as well, in Taurus, in our 9th house, focused on your stability, your security, looking to new adventures, new expansions, how you can expand that with charisma, with excitement in all your creativity. Whatever it is that you're launching, that you're committing to, that you're moving towards, opening new doors to, it's leading to your freedom. And it starts with luckiest day of the month, with this weekend. It's all here happening for you. And if that resonates, by all means, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, like and hype. That way, because truly, your interactions are what help get these messages out to the collective so that we can all rise up and all win, all succeed together in supporting each other. Now, before we go as well, I do just want to look at our spirit animal totems. So, Spirit, what additional messages do you have for it? That's a lot, but I am going to take these. And the bison's right after. Okay, maybe just a few of them. Okay, I'll stop. You're always... Oh, look at this. You're a shaman. It's your higher calling that you're finding. You're tapping into infinite possibilities with all the love that you're putting into it. You're prepared. You've got this. Whatever you're embarking on, it's going to be where this weekend you're finding your path, embracing the magic, the transformation, and I will say, standing in your authenticity with luck on your side. Oh my goodness, with all your bright energy. The bison is abundance. This is sacred. This is special. This definitely speak gratitude into everything that you receive this weekend, because this is where you are singing your song. You are healing for the world, inspiring the world with what you do, with the gifts that you have, aligning with your purpose and your power. And there is some kind of message that's coming in. Spirit is here. Open your greater vision and see the signs that open for you this weekend, because this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, before we go as well, I do just want to look at our major arcana here. And I did not mix up the stacks this time. Just saying. All right. So, oh my goodness, look at this. It's your justice. The world is yours. Welcome to your new beginning this weekend. Your bigger vision. It's time to breathe life and speak life into your dreams, especially with the crown chakra. This is the fool's journey, connected to the divine, and also to your throat chakra. This is knowing, speaking life into your dreams, and also to shining it out, letting the world hear it, singing it for the world to see. So music therapy, what we pulled is the F sharp and the A, and then color therapy, what we've got is green and purple. I hope you guys have such a beautiful weekend. If you like the way that I read, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. Truly, what makes this channel a success, is each and every one of you guys. So all your love and support, I am sending you so many hugs in return and so much love and light in return. Take care, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next reading.